Man, welcome to this pop-up episode of the Night Train podcast with Drew and Kev. Tonight, it's just me. But a few weeks ago, Drew told me to drop an episode, a free game, right? Drew, he dropped one. And he was like, hey man, good idea. Let's go ahead and drop a few of these. And I could go the travel route, help people out as far as the traveling goes, but we've been on a little hiatus, right? And reason being is life. Working like crazy. Airline's been crazy down here. Drew been working like crazy. I think Duke got him slaving. Rosa got him slaving. But I just really wasn't ready to shoot. When Drew was talking about dropping a free game, I knew what I wanted the episode to be about, but I wasn't ready to talk about it. And if I'm being honest, I'm still not ready to talk about it. As many of you may know, last October I lost my line brother. And people ask how I'm doing. I'm like, I'm alright. I'm good. But I'm not. See, I never really lost anybody before. I mean, except for my grandfather. All my grandparents were dead before I was even born, so I never had to really go through the whole grief thing. And when my grandfather passed, it was like natural causes, so it didn't like really bother me because I didn't really feel like he was gone. But losing Alf, that shit get me every day. So, this episode is gonna be about grief. And trying to battle through it, get through it, whatever you want to call it. I guess, let's walk through, that process of what happened. Now, I'm not going to get into details of what caused it, but kind of like my thought process and what I was going through. So let's rewind back to October. I was asleep. I had worked the night before. And my frat brother was trying to call me. And he couldn't get through. So he called Katie's phone. And I thought that was weird. Because, I mean, we would text back and forth. But that particular frat brother, we ain't like talk like that. So when he hit me up and he was trying to contact me and he goes through Katie, I'm like, what's wrong? Like, what's up? And he was running down Alfred's situation, but he was like, he's good though, he's good. And just something about it didn't sit well with me because I'm like, I'm about to get on the road now. Like, I'm about to drive to Lafayette now. And his wife was like, no, he's good. Just, I'll give you updates. And this was like a Monday. And my days were all off. Like, all my days were off. Because they're telling me about what's going on, and I'm thinking it happened like days ago, not realizing it happened just yesterday. So fast forward to the weekend, I drive to Lafayette, I go see him. And it's funny because Alfred wasn't talking to nobody. I mean, he was talking to him, but he didn't really know anybody in the room. And like, he's talking to his mama and his wife, the nurses or whatever, but like, he doesn't know who he's talking to. And so I go and see him. And as soon as I walk in, he's like, "Man, what's up, my boy?" And it's like everything he was going through just went out the window. Like, he's back. And this is like day 5. So he's like, he's doing better. He's in ICU, but he's doing better. So being that he was in ICU, like, nobody could stay the night with him, so I left my iPad with him. And just so we can like FaceTime, so he can FaceTime his mama, FaceTime his wife, since nobody could stay with him. And that was Saturday, Sunday. And, you know, we're about 7 days in now. And I'm like, "Hey, I'm gonna be back to see you next week." So all throughout the week, FaceTiming. We on this group FaceTime with me, him, our homeboy Keenan, laughing. It's 10 days in now, just laughing like nothing is wrong. And this is like a Wednesday now. Now we're at Wednesday. And I'm at the gym. And I'm working out. I call him on the iPad. We FaceTime for like 3 minutes. He about to eat. His grandma was in the room with him. And that's the last time I saw him alive. I told him I was going to come see him the next day. And I ended up not getting on the road until Friday instead of Thursday. And that rod wave dropped that Thursday night, right? Like 11 o'clock. So the whole ride to Lafayette, I'm listening to it. And if you listen to Rod Wave, you know that last lap in Turtle Race, I'm in like maybe rain, like what, 20, 30 minutes outside Lafayette, if that, and just blasting the music. And I had texted Alfred probably about an hour before that, and I was like, "I'm on my way. I'll be there in an hour and a half." So I get a call from my frat brother, while I'm on the interstate on my way to Lafayette. And like I said, I hit up Alf in a text, and I'm on my way. I'll be there in an hour and a half. And my frat brother was like, "Hey, you heard about Alfred?" Now, not everybody knew Alfred was in the hospital. So I'm just going along with it. I'm like, yeah, like, what's up? Like, what you mean? Because I ain't want to, like, put his business out there. And he was like, Alfred just passed away. Nah. Mm-mm. Because I just talked to him. I just talked to him 2 days ago. And he was smiling. He was happy. He was laughing. So I called his best friend. And I still hear it. He picked up the phone and he just crying. He just crying like I knew. I knew it was true. And I still hear him crying in my ear. And I just hung up. And I turned that right wave back on. And just cried for like 20 minutes. The whole drive to the hospital. And I get to the hospital. His family is there. His wife is there. Mom, dad, aunts. And I see his body. And he's just like he was sleeping, just peaceful. And honestly, seeing him like that, it didn't bother me. Because he like he was asleep. And I stayed there with him for like an hour. And it's like, honestly, that boy funeral was tough. Like, my daughter's his goddaughter. And she doesn't show too much emotion. And at the funeral, she's crying. And of course, that made me cry, my frat. But everybody around me just crying. And Alfred was a sheriff, so it's like the whole department was there. And boy, the city of Lafayette showed out for my brother, man. But it really hadn't sunk in that he gone, though. It's like I don't know how to cope with it. I've probably cried 5 times a week, especially when I go to the gym and I see that spot where I last talked to him. I still got that last FaceTime call in my iPad. And when I get to the gym, after I work out, I sit in the sauna and I listen to those 2 songs that I was listening to when I found out that he passed away. And I do that in the sauna because I can cry in there and nobody know that I'm crying because I'm just sweating, so it doesn't look like anything. But it has happened every week since October. And I just deal with it. Don't know how to deal with it, but I'm just here. So that's part of the not shooting the podcast. Because all I really want to do now is home, gym, home, work. I think it's because I'm so afraid of death now. I don't want to put myself in a situation or harm's way. So the less opportunity I do something other than gym and work, safer. But I think the scariest part is that same hurt of losing him I may feel that same hurt a few more times in this lifetime from losing people that's close to me. And that part I am not ready for. So when you see me and I'm smiling and I'm happy and I'm posting transformation pictures at the gym and you're just like, oh, he's so probably mentally good. I'm not. Not at all. But what is 2 every day? But my line brother. There's so much shit I wish I could talk to you about. Because Alfred was there for everything. Every important milestone in my life, Alfred was there. Now that he's gone, I go back and look at his wedding, right? A hurricane was about to hit Lafayette the day of his wedding. And I was like, man, bro, I gotta get back to Dallas before this hurricane hit. I swear I wish I just would have stayed and just rode the storm out or stayed a few extra hours just to be there for him. That's the tough part. So now, Negative energy, like, I stay away from it because I can't take much. Life is really too short. Because if you would have told me the day I got that call about Alfred that I was only going to have 10 more days with him, let this be a lesson, I guess. And just remember how short life is. Because I realize, like, now, like, people always say, oh, I promise tomorrow. You're not, like, you hear it and you go to sleep and you wake up the next day and it's like, but when you lose somebody close, shit hurt. Last thing I say about Alf, we were in this fantasy football league and we've been in it for years, like, man, probably 5 years. And I've never beat Alfred. Like, never. I was like 0-5. And he passed away the week before we played against each other. And I finally beat him. And that brother died knowing that he beat me every year. And the one time I beat him, I can't even gloat. I can't talk no shit. Nothing. Now, granted, I probably beat him because he couldn't change his roster. However, I beat you, my brother. Finally. But you don't know what I'd do to lose to you one more time, bro. I love you. I miss you. You a good dude, man. Love you, LB.
And it's hard, I know. They want me to move on, but I ain't ready to let go, my nigga. I ain't ready to let go, my nigga.